Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today for my mukbang, I have some KFC.
Day 4 of playing catch up since stopping the boycott, I see.
KFC, cheese fries, so it has cheese sauce and some kind of seasoning, which is really good, and jalapenos. And the seasoning's a bit spicy, but a bit sweet. And I have, I'm trying the limited time Cheetos wraps, twisters. So let's open it and see what it's like. Okay, and I have a Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Is it just me, or is she trying out a new persona again? I get the feeling that she's throwing anything at the wall to see what sticks, seeing how her views are in the gutters. Can't blame people for tapping out during this feed Iraq, especially as it's right after her health grift. Oh, by the way, what happened to that health update video you were going to post today? She claimed on her live stream that she would make one and document her sugars again, but I guess she didn't want the backlash from the bad readings, even with her double dose of metformin.
Alright, so let's dig in. I like to move all the cheese around. These, by the way, are so good. And they're really hot. Beauty Bite cheese fries. Beauty Bite Cheetos twister. Now I'm not sure if, spicy. If they have Cheetos inside, or if the breading, the chicken breading is like Cheeto flavor. I guess we'll find out. Wow, that's really good. I think there's jalapenos in it. So it's very, speaking of hot, it's very, very hot here in Kuwait today. Very hot. So I don't see any Cheetos. So I think it's the chicken breading that is like Cheeto flavor. Whatever the case, it's so delicious.
What does Salah say about you taking feeder requests and being paid to sexualize food in your hijab? He really only cares about his ticket to Canada, huh? Looks to me like they're working hard to pay off her bankruptcies in Canada so that she can sponsor him to come there.
So I think there's a lettuce, tomato, some kind of spicy mayo, jalapeno, and cheese. I think I just bit into a Cheeto. I think there are Cheetos in here somewhere. I love having these huge windows. The cat loves them.
The closest thing that poor cat will ever come to the outside world again. Her new life is restricted to being inside those four walls, with no stimulation and being hotboxed by U2's shish every day.
These are some good cheese fries. Because the cheese sauce is like good quality, like it tastes good. And I usually always upgrade to cheese fries, like, because I find like fast food fries on their own are just so gross, like boring. They taste like, I don't know, they're just so plain on their own.
Then why do you always get them? And where else do you eat fries? You only ever eat takeout.
Unless you get like fresh right out of the fryer and they're like salted and seasoned properly, and then maybe. But when you order something for delivery, by the time it gets here, it's so, you know what I mean? It's like a soggy, they're usually soggy. Or do any of you work in fast food? I didn't like working in fast food, but it was the place I worked at the time. I worked at New York Fries. It was like my first paid job. I was like 16.
Another reason to never eat fast food. You never know what kind of unhygienic slob is handling your food. Maybe that's mean, but we've all seen her filthy habits and how she prepares meals.
And like, usually I had to work alone a lot of the time, but working at somewhere like McDonald's or something like that, you're working as part of a team, and you know what I mean? It's like open all the time. I don't know, it's probably still like hard work, but like, I don't know. They're huge, these wraps. Like, you get two in the combo, and I thought that they would be like, you know.
Then save one for another meal. They're a combo because they're for two people.
Anyway, I guess what I didn't really like about working at I worked at New York Fries. I didn't really like about it. I guess what I found the hardest was every night having to scrub the fryers, like the back of the fryer. So you have the area where the oil is, and then you have a back panel. It's like metal. And throughout the day, like in New York Fries, you fry the fries 3 times in different temperatures. And usually you fry them twice, and then whenever a customer would order something, you would fry them to make them like crispy, like a final time, like on higher temperature, right? And like the fryer at the back would get all dirty, like with like oil, grease, residue, whatever. So we had to take the thing off that holds the fry basket, and then take like the steel wool thing and like scrub it down on each of the fryers. And that grease residue was so hard, like grease stains. I don't know what you'd call it, but it would take so much effort to get it off that it was just like, oh my gosh, the elbow grease you literally had to put into it took a while. And then like, if you want to get out of there on time, you had to start early. But then if somebody comes and orders food, well, you know, anyway, it was disaster sometimes. And you had to cut all the potatoes by hand. We had like a potato cutter. Get some biceps doing that, let me tell you. So anyway, look at this crispy chicken. It's so crispy. I'm pretty full, actually. I really did not think that these would be that huge. Yeah, it's signed by Colonel Sanders. That's cool, I guess. I hope you enjoyed this. I wanted to try the new Cheetos wrap. I don't know. I think the breading of the chicken is like Cheeto dusted maybe. And then I felt like a crunch here and there, but the chicken is also really crunchy. But I think there were Cheetos in it. I'm not sure. It's an enigma to me, but whatever. And then I love these cheese fries. They're like my favorite because they have jalapeno and cheese sauce, and they're just so flavorful. So yeah. That's my lunch. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you had something good to eat, and I hope you had a nice time eating lunch with me, and I thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.